Since I've been around for a few years now, I've really had an opportunity to get to know what it means to be a Byram Hills student. Our students are passionate, caring, dedicated, and hardworking. They are leaders in the school and in their communities. The 10 young musicians being inducted tonight are no different, except that they have also displayed leadership through the lens of music. They have shared their musical talents with our community many times and have achieved top marks in the New York State Music Festival adjudication. They have masterfully balanced their academic workload and service activities with consistent participation in the Byram Hills music program. These young men and women are models of excellence and are well on their way to being leaders of the next generation. On behalf of the Department of Fine Arts, I'd like to congratulate you on your induction to the Tri-M Music Honor Society. I look forward to working with you on finding ways that we can bring music to our school community. And I'd like to say thank you, and please help me welcome Ms. Weiss, our advisor for Tri-M.
Thank you, Mr. Morrow, and thank you all for attending our Tri-M induction ceremony tonight. On behalf of the music department, I am honored to be the advisor for our Tri-M chapter here at Byram Hills High School. The Tri-M Honor Society, a program of the National Association for Music Education, recognizes students for their musical and academic achievements and rewards them for their accomplishments and for their commitment to community service. Members of the Byram Hills chapter of Tri-M are called on to inspire other Byram Hills students, both inside and outside of music programs, to appreciate, to understand, and excel in music and develop their own leadership skills through Tri-M's activities and performances. Looking at these incredible students sitting before you, it is easy to recognize their musicianship and leadership skills in their day-to-day work. But I really encourage you to delve a little further. Speak to them about their musical journeys, about their experiences, and you will find that each of them shares something deeper, something that has entwined itself in the core of their being, something that calls to them, and that is their passion for music. Somewhere in their lives, there was a musical spark. It might have just been a song, a rhythm, a harmony. It may have just been the way you sang them a lullaby to soothe them to sleep when they were young. That spark, once ignited and nurtured, develops into a lifetime love, a passion for music. We are very proud of all of our Tri-M students. Their leadership and achievements stand as proud symbols of the combined efforts of students, faculty, administrators, parents, and the greater Byram Hills community to foster a positive, nurturing environment for the growth of the arts. Tonight, we celebrate the induction with our new Tri-M members. It is fitting to do so with music, and we will hear two special performances tonight from our returning members. Please take some time to read about the inspiring performers and our dedicated returning members in the program. Without further ado, I'd like to introduce Jack Skyra, performing Cello Suite No. 3 by Johann Sebastian Bach.
Music has had a really massive impact on my life. It has helped me express my true feeling in a different and more natural way. And it has helped me express my support towards the recovery from unfortunate events like hurricanes. Thank you all for coming, and please enjoy the performance and the induction.
wait for the induction of our new members. So when I call your name, please come forward and take your pin. And welcome to the Triam National Honor Society. First, we have Charlie Cohen, Sarah Fackler, Rebecca Friedman, Shay Gordon, Tyler Harp, Isabel Elan, Laura Lavello, Brent Perlman, Lindsay Perlman, and Moses Zhang. Let's have one final round of applause for all of our inductees.
Hi everyone, my name is Arjun Goyal, and for me, music has played a big role in my life ever since I was really young. As someone who's constantly under a lot of stress, I think the biggest part of music is its therapeutic value. A lot of times I feel that it allows me to release my stress and feel better when I'm feeling sad or down. But beyond that, I think music is much more than just the notes on the page or playing for band or for NISMA. I think for me, music has almost been a form of art. I know it sounds kind of cliched, but when I improvise and when I interpret the music in my own way, it's like I'm the artist painting the picture, which is music. And I also want to speak on behalf of John Duarte. He wasn't able to join us today because he was at a college visit, but John said that he first fell in love with music due to thematic songs found in movie and film soundtracks, and that following this discovery of music's themes, he's come to enjoy music as an avenue to communicate stories and different ideas. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Jonathan Moy. Music has always been a big part of my life. I've been playing piano now for 13 years and violin for 8 years, and since my mom has dragged me off to some stranger's house to play the piano, I have since grown to love it myself. Now not only am I able to play challenging and beautiful classical music, but I'm also able to look online, learn music I hear on the radio, and just have fun with it. Over the course of the years, I've learned the value of hard work and tenacity, but also to know just to let loose every now and then and enjoy the music. Music has and will always be a major influence of who I am today. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Miru Shimizu, and my love for music came as a child when me and my brother used to run around the table with my mom playing the piano. And from that, I've grown to love music more and more. And music is not only about playing the music, but it gives you a chance to connect to people. From music, I've connected with so many people from around the world, and although we may not speak the same language, we both speak to each other and connect to each other through the music. And without music, I would not be the person I am today. Thank you.
The piano when I was 4 years old, and my proudest piece was a very messy version of Mary Had a Little Lamb. And on a good day, it would be Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. My proudest piece today is Chopin's Nocturne Opus 72, number 1 in E minor. And sometimes that's even still messy. Growing up, I held music's hand in my own hand. And together we got through the best of times and the worst of times. And all the while we were still able to create something beautiful together. And since entering this department at Byram Hills High School 4 years ago, I learned a lot of things. I learned how to utilize the Pythagorean theorem, and I learned how to recognize who your true friends are. But above all, I learned how to create something out of nothing. And And to take a blue sky or a big smile and translate that into a feeling and translate that into a melody in hopes that just maybe someone will see a blue sky or a big smile too when they do. And I think that's what music is. It's a moment immortalized and a friend who never fails to listen. And it's the power to create something meaningful. I cannot thank this department enough for giving me the gift.
Every year, Triumph chapters across the country grant honorary memberships to dedicated adults who are active in furthering the cause of music and music education and who have contributed to local, national, or international music culture. Throughout Triumph's more than 50-year history, a number of impressive musicians, music supporters, and music enthusiasts have become honorary members. And over the past 10 years here at Byram Hills, our chapter has been blessed with so much support and dedication from members of our school and our community. It is with much appreciation and gratitude that we are able to honor these individuals who donate their time and energy to support and ensure the success of our ensembles, our theater program, and our overall department. This year, it is our pleasure to induct another important member of our community, Byram Hills High School science teacher and assistant director of the theater program, Mr. James Gulick. Mr. Gulick is an avid consumer of music and his dedication to furthering music education and assisting our music department has served as an inspiration to our students here at Byram Hills. Mr. Gulick is in his second year as the assistant director of the high school theater program and can be seen at all of our concerts and performances. He is always lending a hand and supporting our department in every way, and we are happy and proud to call him a member of the team. Mr. Gulick, thank you and congratulations.
Thank you all very much for that. That was really wonderful. When Miss Weiss came up to me in the hallway and informed me that I was going to be inducted into the Triumph Music Honor Society, it was one of the most honored times I've had in my 14 years working in schools. To be inducted as part of a group of such musically talented individuals as we see over here is truly humbling. You see, back in 3rd grade when we got to choose our instruments, I wanted to play the drums. I was told, no, too many people want to play the drums, so I wasn't able to. My next choice was the saxophone. No, too many people want to play the saxophone. I think they said something about the clarinet, and not knowing that clarinet transfers to saxophone pretty well, I said no. So not liking the idea of being told what I could and couldn't play, I begrudgingly did my required however many years in choir and left music education behind for the time being. Looking back on that, it really surprises me because music has always been something that I really loved. It's always playing in the background of whatever I'm doing. I go to live performances quite often at music festivals, and just music has just kind of always been there for me to listen to, and has certainly been an important part. So leaving that was kind of a mistake. Until I came here to Byram Hills, where I was adopted into the theater program and got a second chance. Working with my incredible colleagues, Mr. Lopez and Mr. Piali, and seeing the hard work they and their students, which have become our students now, put into making and experiencing music has inspired me to help out in any way that I could. So as you can see, I'm certainly not being inducted on my music ability, but for my support of the wonderful programs here at Byram Hills, and I think that's why it means so much to me. I tell you this backstory in hopes that my message to the students carries with it a little more weight. You have all been lucky enough to find your way to music. It doesn't matter what first got you into music. What matters is that you have embraced it and have been part of something special. My challenge to you is to stick with music. Wherever life takes you, you will always have music to turn to as a release or a way to connect with something you love. To the parents here tonight, thank you for supporting your children's love of music. You have no idea how much that means to them. To my music colleagues, thank you for your countless hours you put into making this possible for your students and for welcoming me into the family with open arms. And to Mr. Lopez, I'm not sure I'd be here if it weren't for you. Thank you for seeing whatever it was you saw in me and for pulling me in. And most importantly, to all the young adults here tonight, thank you guys for inspiring me. You may not realize it, but you have inspired someone who was often told, you can't sing, to jump up and perform. On October 27th, I will be making my singing debut at the Byram Broadway fundraiser. If it wasn't for your inspiration, there's no way I would find myself in this incredibly exciting experience. So congratulations to this year's inductees, and thank you all very much.
So it is a very exciting night, and I hope that you enjoyed yourselves. And once again, let's give a big hand to our inductees.